Hello, Prep 1. Today we will make a revision on Unit 1, Lesson 1. Lesson 1, Chemical Combination. Okay, as we said, elements are classified into three types: metals, non-metals, and inert or noble gas. Okay, we will make a comparison between metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. As we said, metals are solids except mercury, and all non-metals are gases. Other are solids, as and bromine is the only liquid non-metal. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals, bad conductors of heat and electricity, except graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Metals have lusters or shiny. Non-metals have no luster or not shiny. All metals are malleable or ductile. Non-metals not malleable or ductile. They are brittle. Metals have 1 or 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost energy level, while non-metals have 5, 6, or 7 electrons in their outermost energy level. What about the behavior of metals during the chemical reaction? As we know, metals during chemical reaction tend to give or lose their electrons to change into positive ion, while non-metals tend to gain 1 or more electrons during the chemical reaction and forming negative ions. The third type of elements, noble gases or inert gases. They are elements their outermost energy level is completely filled with 8 electrons, so they don't enter in any chemical reaction in ordinary conditions. Each of molecules consists of 1 atom. They don't form positive or negative ion in ordinary conditions, as helium, neon, and argon. We have 2 types of chemical bonds, ionic bonds and covalent bonds. Now we will make a comparison between them. Ionic bond, it formed or arises between metal and non-metal, while covalent bond arises between atoms of non-metals. Ionic bond arises due to the electric attraction between the positive ion and the negative ion, while covalent bond arises or formed as a result of non-metal share with the same number of electrons to complete their outermost energy level. Ionic bond has only 1 type, while covalent bond has 3 types: single, double, and triple. Now we will have a comparison between positive ion and negative ion. Positive ion, it's the atom of metal or metallic element, the atom of metallic element which loses 1 or more electron during the chemical reaction. While negative ion, it is the atom of non-metallic element which gain 1 or more electron during the chemical reaction. In positive ion, number of positive protons is more than number of negative electrons, while in negative ion, number of negative electrons is more than number of positive protons. Some examples of positive ion is sodium positive ion, and some example of negative ion, oxygen ion. Now we will have a sample worksheet to practice our lesson. The first question complete. Elements are classified into space, space, and space. Elements are classified, as we said, metals, non-metals, and inert gases. All metals are space except space, which is space. All metals are solids except mercury is a liquid. All non-metals are good conductors of electricity except space. Or non-metals are bad conductor of electricity except graphite or carbon. Space is a liquid non-metal. Bromine is a liquid non-metal. Atoms of space tend to lose. Atom of space tend to lose one electron or more during the chemical reaction. Tend to lose, sure, it will be metals. Atoms of metals tend to lose an electron or more during the chemical reaction to form positive ion. Yeah. Atoms of space, the opposite. Atom of space tend to gain one electron or more during the chemical reaction to form space. Atoms of non-metals tend to gain or more one electron or more during chemical reaction to form negative ion. Space and space are examples of metal atoms. Sodium and magnesium are examples for metal atoms. Space and space are examples for non-metal ions. Yeah, oxygen and chlorine examples for non-metal atoms. Ionic bond arises between space and space elements. As we said, ionic bond arises between metals and non-metals elements. Space and space are examples of ionic compounds. Sodium chloride, NaCl, and magnesium oxide, MgO, from ionic compounds. Covalent bond is formed among two sure atoms of non-metals. Give reason. When an atom loses an electron or more, it becomes a positive ion. Because number of positive protons become more number of negative electrons. Give reason when an atom gains one or more electron during the chemical reaction, it forms a negative ion. Because number of negative electrons becomes more than number of positive protons. Sodium atom Na11 tends to form a positive ion, while chlorine atom Cl17 tends to form a negative ion. As we said, sodium 11, we will have the electric configuration as a first step. As we said, the first step, we will write the symbol of sodium, as we know, Na. Then draw the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there are positive 11 protons and 12 neutrons. Then we will have the configuration of atomic number in the outer energy level. The first energy level, K, will saturated by 2 electrons, L, 8 electrons, so remains 1 electron. So Na281 will lose the outer 1 electron to form Na28. So sodium will lose the outer one electron in the outermost energy level to form positive ion, as we see. Okay. While chlorine is non-metal. Chlorine is 17. 17 to 8, 7. The first energy level K will saturated by 2, as we know, and L saturated with 8. So 7 electrons remain in the outermost energy level. So the chlorine atom needs 1 electron to complete their outermost energy level. So it will gain 1 electron to form negative ion. Why form negative ion? Because the number of electrons in the atom was 17. When it changes into negative ion, it becomes negative 18. So the number of electrons becomes more than number of positive protons. So it changes into negative ion. Give reason all molecules of noble gases consists of 1 atom. Or another form to this question, give reason noble gases don't participate in chemical reactions in ordinary conditions. Or noble gases don't form positive or negative ion. These are the same form of one question. The answer will be because they are completely filled with 8 electrons in their outermost energy level. Give reason the bond in magnesium oxide molecule is an ionic bond because it occurs due to the electric attraction between positive magnesium ion and the negative oxygen ion. Give reason ionic bond produce compounds only, not elements, while covalent bond produce both types of element or compounds. As we said, ionic bond forms compounds because it arises between metal and non-metal, while covalent bond arises between 2 non-metals, similar or different. Give reason the bond in oxygen molecule is double covalent bond. As we said, any covalent bond arises when each atom shares with electrons. Double when each atom shares with 2 electrons. Give reason the bond in water molecule is single covalent bond because each atom shares with 1 electron. Okay, it's a very important question here. Show the electric or electronic configuration for each of the following elements and mention its type and its ion. It's a very important question. The first example, aluminium. Write the electric configuration of aluminium. Its mass number 27 and its atomic number 13. The first step, as we show in usual, we must write the sample Al, then draw the nucleus and put inside the nucleus 13 positive protons and minus 27 minus 13 to produce or have the number of neutrons, 14 neutrons. Then distribute number of electrons of mass number 13 according to the energy level. As we know, K will saturated by 2 electrons, L saturated by 8 electrons, so 2 plus 8 equal 10. So the outermost energy level will remain with 3 electrons. So aluminium 283. As we know that aluminium is metal because it has 3 electrons in the outermost energy level. And we said that metals tend to lose their electrons. So aluminium will lose 3 electrons to form a positive aluminium ion. Why? Because it will lose this energy level with the 3 electrons and they become Al2-8. It becomes positive ion, as we know, because positive protons, 13, becomes more than negative electrons, 10. Another example, write the electric configuration of oxygen, 16 mass number, and its atomic number is 8. The first step, we will write the symbol of oxygen, O. The second step, we will draw the nucleus and draw inside it. It has 7 positive protons and 16 minus 8 equal 6 neutrons. The electric configuration will be, we will saturate the 8 electron. The first energy level will saturate by 2 electrons, and the second one, L, saturated with 6. 2 plus 6 equal 8. As we know that oxygen is non-metal. Why non-metal? Because its outermost energy level contains 6 electrons. So it will gain 2 electrons to form negative ion. Why it forms negative ion? Because the number of negative electrons here becomes 10, more than number of positive protons, positive 8. So this is the electric configuration of oxygen, and its type, it's form negative ion. Non-metal forms negative ion. Thank you.